Hello everyone, and today in this video we are going to study the chapter Constitutional Design from our book Democratic Politics. Children, the chapter is all about South Africa. We all know that the beauty of South Africa is breathed through the smiles of friendly faces and mosaic of culture and cuisine. South Africa has a complex history that has shaped it. But most of all, it is the natural splendor of this country that sets it apart. South Africa's landscapes are made up of valleys, mountains, forests, deserts, coastlines, and grassy savannas. Some of the planet's most exciting wildlife species can be also found here. So it is not surprising that South Africa is a home to a collection of most abundant and diversified game reserves on earth. The country truly is a masterpiece. This beautiful country has a natural habitat comprising of the awe-inspiring mountains. This rainbow nation has abundance of attractions and activities to appeal to everybody's taste. Days are typically warm and sunny, and winters are very short. As opposed to the northern hemisphere, the summer runs from November to February. In this chapter, children, that is constitutional design, we will discuss certain important topics about South Africa, like what was segregation in South Africa. We will talk about apartheid. We will talk about the contribution of Nelson Mandela in the apartheid movement. We will talk about the history of African constitution and also certain key features about the Indian constitution. See children, in the 1600s, the Dutch, they took over the southern tip of South Africa. 100 years later, Britain seized it and named it as Cape Colony. Whereas the Dutch, they shifted to the other part of the country. An African word, apartheid, was the word used for separation, which literally means separateness. Apartheid was used to describe the discriminatory political and economic system of racial segregation, which the white minority imposed on non-whites. It was implemented by the governing party, the National Party of South Africa from 1948 till 1994. Segregation according to race wasn't new to South Africa, as racial legislation in the country can be seen as early as 1806. But it was greatly extended with the Population Registration Act of 1950, which divided the South Africans into four categories: the blacks, the colored, the whites, and the Asians. The act was designed to preserve the white supremacy in the country. The effect of apartheid touched every aspect of daily life. Marriages and relationships between the whites and the non-Souths were banned. South Africans were banned. While a series of land act means more than 80% of the country's land was set aside for a white minority. Black men and women were forced to live in 10 so-called black homelands, where they were permitted to run their own business. To live and work in the designated white area, they required permits. Hospitals, ambulance, buses, and public facilities were all segregated. The non-whites' participation in the government was also denied. The impact of South Africa's non-white population was horrific. Families were often split by laws, and between 1961 to 1994, 3.5 million people were forcibly removed from their home. Their land was sold for a fraction of price, plunging the non-whites into severe poverty and despair. Trains, buses, Taxis, hotels, hospitals, schools and colleges, libraries, cinema halls, theaters, beaches, swimming pool, everything were all separate for the whites and blacks. And this process was well known as the process of segregation. In fact, the blacks could not even visit the churches where the whites worshipped. Blacks could not form associations or protest against the terrible treatment. Since the year 1950, the black, colored and the Indians they all fought against the apartheid system. They launched protest marches and strikes. In fact, the African National Congress it also played the role of an umbrella organization that led the struggle against the policies of segregation. This included many workers' union and the communist parties. Many sensitive whites also joined the ANC to oppose the apartheid and played a leading role in the struggle. Several countries denounced apartheid as unjust and racist, but the white racist government it continued to rule by detaining, torturing and killing thousands of blacks and colored people. Today's video will be up to this. In my next video, we shall discuss about Nelson Mandela and his contribution in the apartheid movement.